welcome to Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. I am Fillion Ashcroft, proprietor and expert on all things luxurious and exquisite. What might I help you with today? Let me see. Yes, a fine vintage. Very fine indeed. I may have sold a bottle or two recently, but I don't make a habit of discussing my clients' orders. What is this about, if I may be so bold? What? I had no idea! Lady Arabelle is one of my best customers. I swear on my reputation, that wine left this shop unaltered. In fact, I only made one sale that included this particular vintage recently. It was a rather large order, in fact. Oh, this is awkward. Castle Navir's seneschal placed the order, claimed he needed to replenish the cellars for Duchess Alea, and demanded I sell back the wine I had purchased from them. That exact vintage, to be precise. You'll want to talk to them.
Lady Arabelle's assistant? How good to see you again. But I don't remember your name on my schedule today. Did we have an appointment? Do tell. Well, go ahead. After everything you've done for the people of the archipelago, you've earned the right to be direct with me. Lady Arabelle, poisoned? Is she all right? But what was that about wine? I haven't placed any orders recently. Not while the castle is still in disrepair. And I haven't appointed a new seneschal since that trouble with Steward Hercian. Again? I thought my knights ran them off after that terrible business with my brother. Thank you for bringing me the news. I'll send a battalion to deal with them right away. I know how this must look, but I am not in league with those malcontents. Did he? Well, I want the Ascendant Lord brought to justice, the same as you. That wine that poisoned Lady Arabelle, was it a Dufort Singular Amber, vintage 571? I received a similar gift this morning. It's in the Knight Commander's private chamber. The Knight Commander insisted that the anonymous gift be tested before I consumed so much as a drop. It's in her private chamber, waiting for one of my handmaidens to come by and taste it. Feel free to perform your own investigation. There's not much to say. It arrived without fanfare, with an anonymous note. The vintage was my father's favorite. He was still new to his role as Duke when the vineyard turned out those precious bottles. We depleted our own stores of that vintage a long time ago. But everyone at court knows I was fond of that wine. We opened a bottle once a year to celebrate my father and the elevation of House Dufort. I was quite sad when we uncorked the last one. What do you think? Did someone send me the same gift that poisoned poor Lady Arabelle? As we discussed, and you no doubt noticed, the letter was unsigned. My Knight Commander insisted on having someone else taste the wine before she would allow any to pass my lips. I'm just glad you arrived before that happened. Hold on. Earlier you mentioned that the shopkeep claimed that my seneschal placed an order for a large amount of wine. While we did no such thing, one of my sentries informed me that a courier had arrived with an unscheduled delivery. Then your answer may be right outside. I told the sentry to have them wait by the jousting tents until I was ready to deal with the mix-up. talk to the courier and find out who hired them to deliver the incriminating bottles of wine to my castle. Someone has gone to a lot of trouble to try and remove both myself and Lady Arabelle from the table, while also focusing the blame for this all on me. Speak to the courier and get some answers, or I will. To sow confusion and weaken House Dufort, of course, and to further delay the peace talks, perhaps even scuttle them completely. I have political rivals, but none who would stoop to murder. If I had to guess, this is the work of the Ascendant Order. I fear we'll find the Ascendant Lord's hand on the tiller of most of the recent events that have plagued the archipelago. Call it a feeling deep in my bones. In the meantime, talk to this courier and see what they reveal about whoever hired them.
Are you from the castle? Can I finally make my delivery and be done with this damn job? Ashcrofts? No. Some hooded figures hired me to take some crates to an isolated spot up north. That's where I met another hooded figure. He helped unload my wagon, gave me the crates for Castle Navir, and told me to make the delivery. No names. Just enough gold to make me not want to ask any questions. You did hear me say we were in an isolated location, right? But if it helps, they were definitely wearing armor under their hooded cloaks. Knight armor. Right below the cliffs of Garrick's Rest. Look, I know how all this sounds, but I needed this job. Courier work has been hard to come by since the trouble here and on Galen. All I know is I delivered one set of crates and received another for Navir.
Pro! Zaji has found you! Lady Arabelle wasn't improving, so Zaji went to find Druid Revana. Do not worry, Five Claw. Casca stands guard at Mandrake Manor. Instead of giving this one more medicine, Revana sent me to find you. Druid Revana wants you to come to her workshop right away. Do you know where it is? Just west of Gonfalon Bay and north of Druid's Gate. When you see her, remind her that Lady Arabelle still needs the antidote. That makes Zaji feel much better. It was good to get out of the manor and do something. All this waiting makes Zaji's ears itch. This one will head back to the manor and make sure Lady Arabelle is taking her tincture.
Ah, there you are. I hope you've had more success than I, my friend. I thought that I'd be able to replicate an antidote using some of the old recipes in my ancient herbal apothecary, but nothing I've concocted thus far has worked. This poison is proving very resistant to our tried and true elixirs. That's just it. I identified the various plants, root, stem, and leaf, but they aren't those plants. Not exactly. Neither did I, at least not at first. But after careful study, I can see that someone with extensive agricultural knowledge created new and more potent versions of the rare plants used to prepare the poison. Oh, did you discover who sent the wine? Garrick's Rest. Strange magic saturates the wildlife around those ruins. If that's the source of the poison, I'll need samples to craft an antidote. Meet me there. I fear we could be dealing with another rogue druid, and a powerful one at that. We'll need to proceed carefully once we get to Garrick's Rest. If we are dealing with a powerful druid, we won't be able to avoid them for long. That sounds like the Ascendant Order. But only a skilled druid could alter plants and create this vile poison. We know they worked with the Eldertide Circle before. Maybe they still have some druid allies assisting them. The tincture I provided will slow the poison's spread, but it won't hold off the inevitable forever. She should be all right for a while longer, but I do recommend we hurry. Once I have a sample of the plants, I know I can craft an antidote. Be careful. I don't think we're alone down here. The Ascendant Order has been hiding here for a while. Lord Bakara was right to be concerned.
I helped.
Take a look at that pile of paper. The Ascendant Lord is recruiting disillusioned druids after the events on Galen. Insidious.
This is gonna be fun.
Society of the Steadfast Armor. With that, the Ascendant Order could impersonate steadfast knights. Look, over on that table. The Ascendant Lord gave clear orders to this druid alchemist. We need to find that garden. Is that a key over there? We didn't expect the Ascendant Order to wither away, but I had no idea its roots ran so deep. And it seems they have crept into our most trusted circles. Someone at Steadfast Manor diverted this armor shipment here. Let's review what we uncovered. We know that the Ascendant Lord allied with factions of the Eldertide and Firesong circles, but to actively promote a sacred druidic prophecy to gain followers to his cause. What about those crates we found? Armor that the Ascendant Order can use to impersonate steadfast knights. I know Captain Marguerite by reputation. We must talk to her about the shipments. But first, I still need to gather samples of the plants used to make the poison. And I assume the key we found will grant us access to this alchemical garden. Then I can craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She and Lord Bakara will know how to best handle this situation once she recovers from the poison.